we can evaluate, we can see where we are by using metrics in our case. And two are the most common types of metrics: the variances and the performance indexes. The variance, schedule variance and cost variance; performance index, schedule and cost performance indexes. Let's have a look at what they actually mean. Back to our example, remember our planned value, earned value, and actual cost example. So schedule variance, cost variance, schedule performance index, cost performance index. Let's have a look at what they actually mean. If we compare two numbers, we can subtract one number from another, or divide one number from another, right? We have the variances, we have the performance indexes. Let's have a look at the formulas behind these four metrics. Okay, let's have the simple. Now, the formulas are actually very, very simple. They're very easy to remember. Okay, the most important thing that you need to remember is the logic between them. If you compare your earned value to your planned value, you're talking about schedule-related issues. If you're comparing your earned value to your actual cost, you're talking about cost-related issues. Let's see what this actually means. So, first of all, you're always comparing the earned value to something else. So in the formulas, earned value is always first. Okay? Now, as we've said, we have variance and we have performance indexes. For the variance, we subtract. For the performance index, we divide. Okay, so we can either subtract or divide. If we compare to our planned value, we have schedule-related information. So earned value minus planned value is the schedule variance. Earned value minus divided by planned value is the schedule performance index. If instead we compare against the actual cost, we have cost-related information. So earned value minus actual cost, cost variance, divided actual cost, cost performance index. These are the basic formulas. Okay, so what does this look like? Essentially, if my earned value is bigger than my planned value, earned value is let's say 30 and my planned value is 25. Dear management, I had planned to produce 25 worth of work. In reality, I've produced 30. That's good. I've produced more. I'm ahead of schedule. Or in our case here, dear management, I had planned to perform 25 worth of work. In reality, I've performed 22.5 worth of work. I'm behind schedule, right? So schedule variance, if it's negative, right, it's bad. If it's positive, I'm ahead of schedule. Very similar from a cost perspective. I had, with the amount of work that I've done, represents 22.5 of the amount of work that I wanted to do. 22.5 is the value of the work that I've actually done. How much have I spent to do this work? 27. So I have spent more. The actual cost is higher than the earned value. So earned value minus actual cost is negative. I've spent more. If, on the other hand, let's say my earned value had been 30 at this point, right? I have performed work which is worth 30. How much have I spent? 27. I have earned more than what I've really spent. Therefore, I am under budget. I'm spending less. It's good. So in our case, in both cases, if the schedule variance or the cost variance are bigger than 0, that means that I'm either ahead of schedule or under budget. If it's less than 0, I'm either behind schedule or over budget. And the same thing with the schedule performance index and the cost performance index. If they are bigger than 1, it's good. If it's less than 1, it's not good. Right? So these are the basic metrics. These are some examples in our case, right? In our case, we are both late and over budget, and both the schedule the variances and the performance indexes are giving us this information, right? In our case. Let's have a look at how these metrics look on a graph. We're back to our baseline, back to our budget at completion. This is the moment now. This is our planned value, 25. This is our actual cost, 27, and our earned value, 22.5. Now let's have a look at our metrics. Remember that earned value minus planned value was the schedule variance, right? And here it is, earned value minus planned value. That difference there, negative, is the schedule variance, because the earned value is smaller than the planned value. Earned value minus actual cost, that was my cost variance, right? So here we go, that's the measure of my cost variance. And the performance indexes are the ratios between the two numbers, right? However, I can use this information in order to know the status of the project, just like we're doing here. But I can use this information in order to evaluate where the project is going, right? This is what we call the estimate at completion, and that's the next topic that we're touching in this earned value overview.